Hey everyone, I'm your host Ron Jones with the podcast of Topics of Discussions. Want to retrack here on the case of the previous episode we had with the Centerville Mills Dog Park shooting. Several updates have happened since then. On June 10th, several important things have happened. The case was moved over to the Geauga County Common Pleas Court. Where Emmanuel had formally entered his plea of not guilty to the charge of felonious assault, second degree. He has waived his right to a separate arraignment hearing and also signed a waiver of his right to a speedy trial, meaning the case could take longer to reach trial. Judge Matthew Rambo handled the initial appearance and arraignment. Matthew was assigned an order to him to be fingerprinted, photographed, and DNA specimen to be collected, which was completed June 11th. The court continued his bond specifications from the Shard Municipal Court, but several modifications were put into place. House arrest was removed, but he must continue to wear the GPS monitoring device. He is not permitted to be around or to visit the Centerville Mills Park. He is also not to have any contact with the victim, Mr. Matai, his visitors and or places of employment. No alcohol, marijuana, or drugs unless prescribed. He also must report weekly to the court's probation department, pretrial release officer Danielle Bokar. He also cannot leave the state of Ohio without permission. This is the most notable change. Matthew is no longer on house arrest, but remains under strict supervision, which leans to be the court is weighing the flight risk speculation here. Want to move over to the defense activity here. Matthews is represented by an attorney named Ian Friedman. On that same day, the defense filed several key motions. They want a full demand for discovery, requesting all the police reports, all the witness statements from Matthews, criminal records, expert reports, and any exculpatory evidence, Brady material. A motion to disclose evidence under Ohio Evidence Rule 404B, asking the state to reveal any other acts of evidence they plan to use at trial, which is also key. A motion to preserve audio and video evidence, which argues that any body cam footage, interview recordings, or surveillance video must be preserved because it could be materially exculpatory. The filings show that the defense is actively preparing a focused defense on protecting potential evidence that could support a self-defense claim. At this time where the case stands now, it's been assigned to Judge Carolyn Paschke, but there has been not any trial date case for this to be set yet. The political nature of the original argument about Donald Trump continues to loom over the case in a very dark, luminous cloud. We still have two very different versions of events. One side says Mateo was shot in the back as he tried to leave. The other side claims self-defense as Matai allegedly became physically aggressive. Ballistic evidence do remain a critical point in this case. 6 cell casings were recovered, 4 from the victims, 45, and 2 from the suspect's Taurus 9mm. As the case continues to be fascinating because it involves an 80-year-old defendant, a Marine veteran victim, firearms on both sides, and politics as the spark. The removal of the house arrest while keeping GPS shows the court, like I said, is balancing a flight risk and public safety. We'll keep watching for the responses from the prosecutor and any hearings on the defense motions. Could this end in a plea deal, or are we headed for a full-fledged trial? That's the latest update on the Bainbridge Township Park shooting as of mid-June 2026. If you have any thoughts, questions, or just want to shoot a comment towards anything, drop a comment below, send a voice note. If you have another angle that this could play, let us know. Make sure you're subscribed to catch up on the next update when it drops. Thanks you for listening to the topics of discussion. Stay safe out there. This is your host, Ron Jones, and we'll talk soon.